Today we will have a revision on chapter 10. Our objective is to solve exercises about scatter plots and two-way frequency tables. Open your textbook page 382. In the first question, what does the point 16 and 1500 represent? Okay, Saud. This is Saad Al-Husseini.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
16 and 1500. This point, yes. 16 what?
16 weeks.
16 weeks is the age of the kitten, and 1500 is,
1,500 grams.
yes, that's the weight of the kitten in grams. So when the kitten was 16 weeks old, it weighted 1500 grams. Thank you. Number 2, Mujtaba. What does the point 8 and 105 represent?
8 represents the number of supplies purchased, and 105 represents the amount of money remaining.
Great. So when 8 supplies have been purchased, $105 remain. So when you buy more, the money remaining will be less. Okay, let's move to question number 3. In this question, we need to make a scatter plot for the data in the table and use the scatter plot to identify any clustering or outliers, and after that describe the pattern of association that the scatter plot shows. Okay guys, you have 2 minutes. Make your scatter plot and I will show you my scatter plot after you finish. You have 2 minutes. Everyone do it, don't wait, do it. You have the time and you should do by yourself. Muhammad, mute your mic. Okay, I will show you my scatter plot and I'm waiting for you. Okay, guys, when you finish, think of the clustering and the outliers. If you know the answer, tell me. Okay, guys, where do we have a clustering? Where is the cluster?
Can I answer?
Who's this?
Ahmed, me.
Ahmed Wael, okay.
Mr. Number 4, right?
Yes.
It's clustering.
Yes, clustering between in hours, clustering between. Here is 1 and 17, right? In hours, clustering between 1 and
Yes.
17. And
70.
in the number of cups sold, clustering between this one, which is 35,
35.
to 73,
2.
right?
Yes.
And we have
Yes.
here one point that's outlier, which is 8 and 30, this point, right? So the data are clustered between hours 1 and 17 and between 35 and 73 cups of coffees sold. There is one outlier, which is 8 and 30. Great, Ahmed, thank you. Okay, who can describe this association? Is it positive, negative, linear, non-linear?
Can I answer, Mister?
Yes, Muhammad.
It's linear,
Great.
and I think it's negative.
It's negative. We go up when we move from left to right. we
I
go
mean,
up.
positive,
So
positive.
it's positive. Okay. As hours of the day increase, the number of cups of coffee sold each hour also increase. The scatter plot shows a positive association between the two sets of data. Okay. Okay, Mu'adh. In question number 6, 7, and 8, tell whether a linear model, non-linear model, or okay, the first one, number 6. This is linear, non-linear, or neither?
Can I answer, Mr.
This is who's
Can I
this?
answer?
Please, can
Abdullah
you?
Dihlan.
Okay, Abdullah, and guys, I want you to tell me first in the chat if you want to answer, and I will let you use your mic. Okay, Abdullah, the first one, 6.
The first one is non-linear.
This one is non-linear. Great, thank you. Number 7, Ahmed Al-Gannas.
Yes. Non-linear.
This one is non-linear. Mujtaba, what do you
Number
think?
7.
Number 7. Mujtaba?
Number 7, it's non-linear.
Mu'adh,
It's
what do you
not
think?
It's non-linear.
So all of you think this number 7 is non-linear? Abdullah?
No, Mr.
I have another question. I
No,
have another
Mr.
question,
Neither.
Right.
Neither.
Neither.
So
Neither, Mister.
great, Muhammad. So number 7, this is not linear and also not non-linear. Okay? There is no association. There is no association in number 7. Okay, in number 8, else with me here?
Me.
Mr. Can I answer?
Muhammad Abdul Baqi?
Yes,
Muhammad?
mister.
Yes. Number 8. This is linear or non-linear or neither?
Linear.
Great. Of course, this is linear. Thank you. In question number 9, make a scatter plot for the data in the table. If possible, draw a trend line. If you can, of course. If you can, this you will be able to draw a trend line if the data is linear and the okay, if it's there is no association, you will not be able to draw a trend line. And describe the trend. Okay guys, I don't want to waste time, so I will give you time to draw, but be quick. I don't want to waste more time, so you have only 2 minutes. Do it quickly. And this is the scatter plot for the data. We need to draw a trend line. Of course, in this case we can draw a trend line. Okay guys, are you drawing or just wasting time? Who's drawing now? Let me know. Uh-oh, there's no one drawing?
No, we are drawing, but I'm trying to draw.
Okay, okay, continue, Ibrahim.
So
Yes, Muhammad.
that is
Again?
the chat is turned off.
Really?
Yes.
No, I have the chat.
Okay, check your settings.
Me too, I have the chat.
Okay, it's working. The problem may be in your application or device. Okay, guys, I think it's easy for you to draw the scatter plot and the trend line. You may have another answer than this line, but this line is a sample answer. Try to make the same number of points in each side of the straight line. And now who can describe this trend? Who can describe this trend? Ahmed?
Yes, mister.
Okay, is it positive or negative? Linear or non-linear?
Positive linear.
Great. So, thank you, Ahmed. This is positive linear association. Okay. As the months of year increase, the average price of a gallon of unleaded gasoline increase. So the scatter plot shows a positive association between the two sets of data. Okay, let's move to question number 10 on the next page. In this case, we have a trend line drawn already, We don't need this trend line. We need another one. Better fit. So,
Can
here's
I answer?
how in this question you can't give me an answer. Right? You should draw, not give answer. So I removed the blue one and I did another one which is better fit. Okay. And this is for question number 11. Okay, try to draw it. You have 1 minute. Okay guys, have you finished?
Yes.
Anyone yet?
Yes, mister.
Okay, let's
Teacher,
move.
do we have homework today?
I didn't
I'm
finish the
finished,
session.
mister.
Okay, in this question, make two-way table of frequencies for the data. Okay. Okay guys, I will use this data and make the table. I think this is easy to, is not a problem for you. Okay, according to the these data, the table, according to the table, what is the most popular type of pet? Okay guys, anyone?
Me, mister.
Okay.
The question. The pig.
Great. The guinea pig. Here, this is the time of the mind to think deeply in the question. For each question of these, 14 and 14 and 15, decide how a scatter plot of data would likely look. So I want you to tell me the scatter plot, is it going to be linear or non-linear, positive or negative association? Okay, the first one, 14. Number of people with driver's license and number of cars on the road. I think guys, the more we have people with driver license, the more cars that we have on the road, right? So this is positive association. So when we plot this data, when we get the scatter plot, the data points will likely go up from left to right. Okay, as we said, because as the number of people with driver's license increase, the number of cars on the road will likely increase. Okay, I want someone to answer 15. Elevation of a town and average annual temperature of the town. The more you get higher, the more elevation, the more or the less temperature we get. Okay guys, think with me. You know this? You know it? You know it?
The temperature gets hotter.
No. When we go
Colder.
yes, so it will be go down from left. When we move from left to right, the data will go down. This is negative association because the elevation of a town increase, its average annual temperature likely decrease. So when we go up, the temperature goes down. Okay. Okay, so the first one, 14 is positive association and 15 is negative association. Okay, it's the same question, but the previous one was on lesson 10.1, in which you can't give answer positive or negative association, but in this one you can. Okay, I want you to tell me whether the association in number 16 is positive or negative. If you know the answer, let me know in the chat. Okay guys, no one? No one knows the answer? Hey guys.
Me, mister.
Okay.
16.
Yeah, 16. Weight of camper's backpack and amount of time it takes the camper to hike a mountain.
But the more weight you have on the backpack, the heavier it is, and the
Yes.
longer it'll take you to hike the mountain.
Excellent. So it will take more time. So this is positive or negative association?
Will be positive.
It will be positive association. Great, great Mujtaba, thank you. You're the perfect thinker for today. This is positive association as the weight of camper's backpack increase, so it's heavier, so the amount of time it takes a camper to hike a mountain likely increase. He will need more time to move because he has heavier backpack. Number 17. As this answer is for 16, right? I want now number 17. Is it the same answer, positive? Amount of time, person, yes. Okay guys, anyone other than Mujtaba now? Okay, Muaz said that it's negative. Of course it's negative association, as the amount of time a person sets per day increase, the number of steps he or she walks decrease. So when you set more, you get less steps. So this is negative association. Okay. Of course, on this one we need a scatter plot and a trend line. Okay guys, try to do this. You have 2 minutes. Everyone don't just sit and wait. No, please draw by yourself. If you have a problem, ask. When you finish, let me know in the chat. You guys, have you finished? Great, Moaz. So if you didn't finish, focus with me and continue after the session, okay? Because we don't have time. Your graph should be like this. This is the scatter plot and the trend line. And do you have a prediction for game number 20? Great, Abdullah. Do you have prediction, Abdullah? When we move to 20, 20 will be here. Okay, when you draw the trend line, you will find yourself approximately about 200 or maybe 204. So that's according to your trend line. You will be near to 200, okay? It will be near to 200. Okay. What does the slope of the trend line represent? And what does the y-intercept of the trend line represent? Okay guys, the slope represents the change in attendance of each game over time, and the y-intercept here represents the attendance at game 0. Of course there is no game 0, so in this case there is no y-intercept because they cannot be game 0. There is no game 0. The first game is game 1. Okay. In the last question, look back at the two-way table of frequencies you made in exercise 12, this one. Is there evidence that dogs are more popular with girls than cats? Or of course we need here to do another table of relative frequencies, and according to this table the two-way table of relative frequencies, about 24% of girls prefer dogs, whereas about 27% of girls prefer cats. So the answer is yes or no? Of course, no. Okay guys, that's all for today. If you have any question you can ask. If you don't have, you can leave. Thank you guys. Goodbye.
Thank you, good and goodbye.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Goodbye.
Mr. is there assignments?
Yes, on Classera.
Okay, miss.
Okay, goodbye.